Basic training is gonna whoop your ass. 10 weeks of suffering, I guess. Basic training was low-key lit. I can't lie, body was tea. There are some jobs that offer bonuses. I was fighting for my life. They pay me on top of that to go to school. So when I travel, I get free luggage. It looks great on your resume. That uniform is tea. Did I re-enlist? Absolutely not. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to those who just found me. Anywho, so long awaited video, guys. I've been bugging. I am so sorry, but I finally found some free time. So I was like, you know what? Let me actually make it now. I was gonna eat my food, take a nap, and knock. I was like, nah, let me be serious and make this video first. So I feel like I'm really bright, guys. I don't know. Let me fix this real quick. Give me a sec. Okay, hopefully that changed, but I'm gonna be answering a few questions concerning me being in the Army. I'm in the Army National Guard for the state of Massachusetts, and I've been in for 4 years, a little over 4 years. November, January, February, March. Like 4 years and 5 months. I got like a year and 6 months left, something like that. I have a list of questions here and things that I'm gonna go over just so that I don't forget anything. Quick introduction, my name's Ashley. I'm 21, I'm in the Army National Guard once again. I'm also a college student. I go to UMass Amherst. That's pretty much like the basics of what you need to know. So why did I join the Army? Fun fact, I used to live in France for almost 10 years, like 8 years. That was just a season in my life. It was very random, but the best time ever. Came back here junior year of high school, and I don't know what happened, but my dad was talking to me about something Army related. I did more research about it. I looked it up. I was like, oh, Army, like Army, you know? Guys, one thing about me, I was not serious at all. I don't even know how I ended up in there, honestly. But my dad was like telling me how he had a friend or our uncle or someone that was in the military. I started doing my research. I was like, wait, why is this low-key tough? And truth is, guys, I don't like school. Like, I'm not that I don't like school. Like, I'm pretty good when it comes to school. I'm not dumb or nothing. Don't get it twisted. I just don't like school. Like, I never found anything that really interested me to the point where it's like, okay, like I want to study that and do that. So me going to the Army, it would push me back and I wouldn't have to go to college right after high school. So I was like, you know what? That's a break for me. Believe it or not, that is one of the reasons why I joined, so I could get that break away from going to school directly and try something new. Another reason why I joined was the uniform, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. That uniform is tea. What? Let me insert some pictures. Like, it's giving strong, independent black women. Like, let's be for real, not two teas. And so it also came with a lot of benefits. They were offering to pay for school as well. And while I would go to school, they were also paying me as well. So I was like, okay, you know what? This is not all that bad. And later on down the line, I did find out that it comes with a lot more benefits that I learned after enlisting. Like, when I travel, I get free luggage that I absolutely love. That one, banger. That one, they ate with that one. Sometimes when me and my friends are traveling too, they get to have free luggage as well. I get priority on a few things. I get discounts at a lot of stores. Like, it just comes with a whole bunch of perks, but those are the reasons why I kind of joined. If you're contemplating on joining, I really would suggest that you sit down and you ask yourself, why do I want to join? You really have to consider that, okay, you're going to be gone for X amount of months. That's the first thing. When you come back, you're going to have a monthly commitment for I don't know how many years, depending on your contract. My contract is 6 years, guys. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. The Army honestly isn't for everyone. Lots of people end up enlisting, going there, and finally they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm letting you guys know right now, the quickest way to get yourself out of basic training is to graduate. I promise. You trying to fake it and you're sick and you don't want to do this and this happened and that happened. Guys, I promise you will end up staying there longer than the people that just came, did their thing, graduated, and left. There's some people, guys, I went to basic, in my 6 months, basic AIT. There were some people that were still in basic trying to process out. That's why I'm really telling you guys, you gotta be sure if you wanna do this. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it is mentally and physically challenging. We're gonna get into that a little bit later, but just letting you guys know. The enlistment process, my enlistment process was pretty smooth. Shout out to my recruiter, honestly. He was cool peoples. He told me there was an ASVAB I was gonna have to take. I used videos online on YouTube, Grammar Hero, I believe. If you guys are taking the ASVAB, I definitely recommend. Like, I watched a whole bunch of videos and it helped me tremendously. I scored over a 50. I believe that over a 50 gets you a kicker. A kicker is just like extra money that they throw on top of your regular base when you come back. Once I was committed, signed the papers, went to MEPS. MEPS is just the place where you go and you process in. You're gonna do a whole bunch of paperwork, whole lot of waiting, whole lot of this, whole lot of that, whole lot of testing, whole lot of everything, guys. Took my ASVAB. I believe after I took my ASVAB, once you get your score, based off your score, you can choose what job you want. You can't just pick whatever job you want. That's why, like, the better you score on your ASVAB, the more job options you have. So I ended up going with 92 Yankee. So I am a unit supply specialist. If y'all want to know more of what that is and what I do and all that rah-rah, I can make a separate video about that. But it's basically, I deal with inventory. That's all we gotta know. Once all that's done, they're gonna give you your ship date for basic and for AIT. AIT is the advanced individual training. That's where you actually learn your job. Basic training is for everyone, and then once you go to AIT, you get split up with people that are actually in your job. Depending what your job is, you'll be sent to a different location. Basic training, I got sent to Fort Jackson, and then AIT, I went to Fort Lee. How was basic training? Guys, I'm not gonna lie, once again, basic training was physically and mentally tough. At first, I was fighting for my life. I'm not gonna hold you. I was fighting for my life. I'd be in the push-up position, shaking, tears dropping. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? But, once you start talking to the people around you, getting into that routine, it definitely does get easier. Like, you do wake up at crazy times, like 6, 5, 4, depending on what your company is. You work out in the morning, and there's multiple phases. There's like red phase, blue phase, white phase. Basically in those phases, you're just gonna learn different Army things. If I can find a chart on what we do in each phase, I'm gonna insert it here because I don't know off the top of my head. I can't lie, once I started like talking to people there and I actually had friends there, guys, basic training was low-key lit. I'm not even gonna hold you. There is drama too. You know there's drama everywhere. It's not a lot of drama though. It was like light drama, thankfully. My company wasn't too much, but they was bad. They was bad in my company. Some of them, what are y'all doing? Like, they was just doing the most. But honestly, my friends, Nautica, oh my Nautica and Bethay, shout out to my girls. Those are my battle buddies for life. Guys, I went to basic 2021, August 2021. I still talk to the people I went to basic to this day. Those are my girls. And honestly, we just had a really fun time. Once I started getting into the movement, you start realizing that, okay, I'm gonna let y'all in for something. These drill sergeants trying to scare you, be rough and scream in your face. Once you realize that all this is just their job, it's gonna be a breeze. They don't have a choice but to scream at you. They can't physically grab you by the throat and swing you around. You know what I'm trying to say? It's these people's jobs. So don't take nothing they say seriously. Don't take nothing they say to heart. At the end, compared to like the beginning of basic, it was so much more chill. The drill sergeants were definitely more lenient. They actually be laughing with you and everything. Do not worry. But at first, guys, I can't lie, basic training is gonna whoop your ass. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. You gotta be mentally strong for it. That's why, once again, I always say, like, if you're considering a joining, like, think about your why and think, like, am I gonna be able to do all this? But you can thug it out. It's really not that long. It's 10 weeks of suffering, I guess. And I would really say they really harsh on you, like, the first 3 weeks-ish. I did not have my phone. We got our phones on Sunday for, like, an hour. Some weekends, they would even take it away. It really depends. But some companies don't have their phones, so really, depending on what company you're at, things might change. If you guys have, once again, specific questions about basic training, let me know and I can answer them. But I'm trying to just give like a global overview of my Army career. So just letting you guys know. How was AIT? AIT, they're definitely much more lenient with you. You get your phone all the time. It's just like kind of going to school. You wake up in the morning, you would do PT. After PT, you would go shower, get ready. Then you would go to class, learn your jobs. There are some tests that you have to pass. They really weren't hard to me personally. After classes, you're pretty much free. You can do whatever you want. But there is a time for lights to be out, but it's much more lenient. Like, even on weekends, they would let us go to the stores, like to the PX and stuff. If you would want to hang out, we can. It's like a different vibe. When you're in basic, you're in a training environment. They're very much more strict on you because they're trying to transform you from going to a civilian to a soldier. So there's certain things that you can't do anymore, or a certain way that they want you to act. So that's why everything seems so restricted and so harsh and so, But once you get to AIT, it's much more calm. They don't treat you like you're new anymore. They actually treat you like soldiers once you get to AIT because you graduated from basic. So, you know, that's the least they can do, a little bit of respect. Once again, if you guys have any more specific questions about AIT, let me know. I'm planning on doing like a whole different videos on like specific questions you guys ask me. I have a few here. But obviously, like, I want to answer questions that you guys actually have just so I'm not just chatting for no reason. Okay, so once I graduated basic and AIT, I started my spring semester here at UMass. And ever since, I've just been, you know, going through the motion. So National Guard is once a month and 2 weeks in the summer. Honestly, it's really not that bad. It's completely different from training, guys. I promise you. Like, if you're National Guard, you don't have anything to worry about after basic and AIT. I'm letting you guys know. If you want to know how a typical drill weekend goes, I have a vlog that's up, so you guys can definitely go watch that to see what I do. Like, I'm telling you guys, there's nothing to be worried about. Promise you. Overall, my experience in the Army, it's been calm. Did I re-enlist? Absolutely not. Just because, once again, the Army is not for everyone. Like, I did it. It was fun. I got my perks. I got what I wanted out of it, but it's not something that I see myself doing in the long run. But it definitely is a great option if you don't know what to do. There are a lot of ways for you to move up if you do want to in the military, so definitely keep that in consideration. A few pros that I wrote down here. The education benefits are pretty good, honestly. I go to UMass Amherst here for free, and I'm very grateful. I thank God, because college is not cheap, like, let's be honest, and they pay me on top of that to go to school, so it's like I don't pay anything and I get a nice refund check, so I'm very grateful for that, and I hush my mouth because I'm gonna take it. It's a small extra income as well, like when I go to drill. So I get paid when I go to drill, and also on top of that I get the GI Bill plus a kicker that pays me an extra something every month as well. If you want to join the Army for the money and the Hellcats, slow your roll. But let me tell you guys, there are some jobs that offer bonuses when you are enlisting. My job didn't come with one. I had a choice to get a 10K bonus if I was gonna do something with petrol. I think it's 92 Fox. It's like something about petroleum, gas, fuel, and all that, but I wasn't interested in all that, and I didn't really care for the money when joining, so I didn't take it. But some people do get really good bonuses, and definitely make sure to ask your recruiters about any bonuses attached to any jobs. But remember, you will be doing that every single month, 4, 5, 6 years. But once again, it's only for National Guard, it's only once a month, so you can easily thug it out. Another benefit is that it looks great on your resume, guys. Whenever I tell someone I'm in the Army, face lights up, I promise you. Oh, my cousin, my brother, my husband, my... Bro, when I tell you, people love the Army, people love the military in general. Jobs love people that are in the military. Being in the military is just a really good look overall, honestly. Like I said at the beginning, I get a whole bunch of benefits, certain stores, certain meals, certain flights. The military does offer a whole bunch of classes that you can go ahead and explore. They offer a whole bunch of different free resources that are like extremely fun as well. I know that like here in Mass, like I have the opportunity to take my motorcycle license like for free, and it's like, that's lit. Like, it's mad random, but it's mad lit. The Army just comes with a whole bunch of different benefits, honestly. You gotta look, you gotta ask, because there's so much that we don't know. There's probably so much that I don't know yet, and I've been in for 4 years, but the Army's always having something going on, I promise. It is a good place also to travel, to network, to meet new people. Like, I know so many different people in the Army, guys, like people in career fields that I would have never imagined meeting people in. That's also a really good benefit to it. A few cons, because we keeping it real around here. It is physically immensely challenging. I can't lie, body was tea. Body was tea when I graduated. I'm not even gonna hold you, but keep in mind that it is a lot. It's not tea overnight, baby girl. You gotta really grind for it. It is a time commitment as well. Some drill weekends can be like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some others can be Saturday, Sunday. Some others can even start Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It really just depends on how your unit cuts up the days. That really depends on your unit, so I really can't tell you much about that. But in the summer, there is a guaranteed 2 weeks where you have to leave, so keep that in mind. Paycheck is busting though, I'm not even gonna lie. So some days drill does fall on days that I'm busy. That should be getting me tight, but it's like, oh well. You do have to report to drill. There are some months if you can't, just tell them in advance. You can fill out like a SUTA form. But yeah, depending on where you're stationed, you can have a much more difficult experience. Like me personally, I can't lie, I was chilling. Fort Jackson wasn't too bad. AIT wasn't too bad. Even here at my unit, in Mass, it's a very chill unit, very calm. So for all the females that want to join, guys, I want you to keep in mind that it is a very male dominated career. Gonna be like 75% of the people, probably even more, that are men. If you are a female, they do look at you a little bit different, I can't lie. They kind of look at you like you're a little weak or something. Not in basic though. In basic and AIT, I feel like it is for the most part very equal. Like, they don't give a shit about nobody down there. But like once you come here, I feel like you are treated a little bit differently, but that might just be personal experience. Before I end this video, once again, I want to reiterate that I was just giving you guys a quick summary of what my experience was in the Army. If you guys have any specific questions, please leave them and I'll make a video answering all those questions, I promise. Little words of encouragement for anyone that wants to join, guys. It's a really fun opportunity. If you're hesitant and not too sure you want to join yet, but you still feel like this is something that would be good for you, start with the small contract. You can always re-enlist after. If you're, once again, really not sure if this is something for you and you're very hesitant about it, take some time, think about it, because this is a big commitment. Don't just jump into it and thinking everything's going to be rainbow and sunshines. Make sure before you sign those papers and you get shipped off to basic, you are sure enough that you're going to be able to at least finish basic training. That is the least you could do. Basic training and AIT, matter of fact, but basic training is going to be a little bit harder. I really want you guys to lock in with this, guys. I went there August. I graduated from AIT like December. There was some people that I went to basic with in August that were still stuck in basic, trying to leave because they didn't want to do it anymore. This and this happened. And guys, when you go to basic, do what you have to do and leave. If you get caught up and caught for anything that you're not supposed to be doing, you can be held back just like the others. Some people that wanted to leave the army, people that were just bad, other people with other like health issues or whatsoever, they were all held back and stuck there for months, guys. Imagine being stuck at a place and seeing your people graduating and going back home. Like, I was on my way back to Mass and heads were still down there trying to figure out their situation, guys. I'm not saying this to scare anybody. I just really want to make sure you guys go into this like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this all the way. Some days, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to quit. I was done. I was writing my life. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell did I sign myself up for? But at the end of the day, honestly, it really wasn't even that bad. If you ask me, would you do basic again? Honestly, I would, with the same people though. Don't get it twisted, with the same people. It was actually really fun. We had a time, we had a, like, it wasn't all that bad. AIT was even more fun because obviously like we weren't treated like prisoners anymore. But yeah, guys, that was like my overall experience. I know I was a little bit all over the place, but I was trying to touch the main points to give you guys like a feel of how my army life is and how it's been going so far. I have a really big announcement that I want to make to y'all as well. I'm gonna probably open up to you guys in a few months. Probably, I gotta see. But I do have some exciting news coming up. But besides that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share to your cousins. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.